So I'm single in my 30s and dating on apps. You're all too excited, but thank you. Clearly you've never been on an app. And it's fine. Like, it's fine. This is fine. It's fine. This is fine. It's fine. It's all going to plan, clearly. So when you date on apps, you exchange a few messages. Eventually you exchange your number, and then hopefully it leads to a date. And every now and then, like, life happens. You meet somebody, they meet somebody, somebody dies, whatever. And that's life. And so I don't think about it too much when I give out my number. I should probably think about it more. So a few months ago, I get a text message on my phone, and it says, "Hey gorgeous, enjoying the spring weather, ? And I don't recognize the number, but more importantly, I really don't recognize that tone. Like, I'm from Southern Brooklyn. The only people that I imagine that say, "Hey gorgeous," are like the old dudes who sit next to me in synagogue when I'm home for like holidays to be like, "Hey gorgeous, you look real lovely. I'd love to make you my last wife." And like, Saul, you're so funny. So I respond with "Sorry, who's this?" And he goes, "It's Frankie." Yeah, I got nothing. So I go, "Frankie from what?" And he goes, "Remember we went on that great date to this bar?" And I am scanning my apps and scanning my memory and looking through my messages, and I've lost a man. And so I sort of go like, "When did we do that?" And at this point, he's now sent me a selfie of his face, and he's got a beard. All right, that's on brand for me. He's wearing glasses, also very on brand. A little bit ginger. Shit. Okay, like you've read my profile. But I still don't recognize. Somewhere there's like a red-headed bearded dude in this room, and hi, I'm still single. So at this point, I'm like, "When did we go on this date?" And he sort of laughs it off, and at this point, I'm like, "Okay, I'm getting to the gym now," smiling face, exclamation point, "talk to you later." And while I'm in the gym, I am just like scrolling through this in my head, like, okay, like, he said we went to this bar, and it had to have been recently, and he seems to have had a good time, and I don't even remember him. Oh my god, this is why I'm single, I'm just like losing my, oh my god, my mom is right! Cool, super chill, it's totally fine. My speed work that day is like on point. But as I'm walking home, and I have not materialized this person, I literally walk through my threshold, and I go, "It's April 1st. Haha, so funny, got me." I go on a minor tirade about being single on apps to my coffee table. My coffee table offers no support and response. And I text this gentleman, person, individual, and say, "Haha, you got me." But this joke was A, unfunny, and B, kind of cruel. I go to bed feeling very satisfied with myself. But I wake up the next morning, and there's a text message from Frankie. And he says, I get it, it was April Fool's Day, but this wasn't a joke. We went on this great date. You talked a lot about how much you love your family and your job. Shit, that is all on brand. And then you told me about your children, and it was really sweet, and we ended up making out, and then we made love in my kitchen, and then my room, and you guys, that would be really sweet. Except for 3 really important facts. 1, I go on a lot of dates. I go on a ton of first dates. If you need help getting first dates, I gotcha. I'm not really good at sealing the deal though, so I don't have a lot of sex. Also relevant here, my mom is Latin American and Catholic, and everything that you've heard about how we learn about sex is true. 2, I ain't got no kids. And I like to think that I can still keep track of that. And 3, most importantly, you guys, I love the kitchen, I cook a lot. Why would you have sex in a kitchen? That's gross. It's unhygienic. The angles are all wrong. I'm a small woman. I can talk about the logistics of having sex in a lot of rooms, because again, as I stated in part 1, I get very weird about sex. I can talk about it, but why would you have sex in the kitchen? That's just wrong. Gross. Ew. I would never. Thank you very much. I informed Frankie of all of these things, at which point he turns to me and goes, what are you, what? Like dots just like sit there for like a minute. I send him at this point a recent photo of myself, and he responds with an immediate, oh, shit. At which point he tries to call me. I now feel really good about myself because I can remember people I fucked and not fucked. I'm very proud. But he, at this point, stops trying to call me finally, sends me a text message that says, I really want to apologize here. I now understand your tone and all of your responses. I must have made you so uncomfortable. Yes, all of that is true. Could I make it up to you by taking you out for a drink sometime? You laugh, but I was raised in the 90s, the era of the finest rom-coms ever seen. So for the briefest moment, I thought to myself, like, oh my God, how funny, wait a minute. You lost a woman. And at this point, he's also like, Debbie, so your name's Debbie too? Oh my God, what a funny coincidence. And I go, no, see, coincidence implies that there's just a coalescing of you know, factors coming together. What happens here is I have a common name, you went on an amazing date with another woman with a common name, and then you lost a woman, you done fucked up. Anyways, at this point, I feel the need to turn to Frankie and say I'm flattered by this invite that you're extending my way. See, but I have but one actual online dating rule, which is, if I were murdered, how embarrassing would the investigation be? We've comfortably crossed into the territory of not just a little and into very. I could be Debbie number 2, 3, 4, 5 in a series of a serial killer whose focus is women named Debbie, which, like, I appreciate. It's a great name. Thanks so much, I guess. But I'm so sorry, Frankie. I won't be able to join you on that date because I'm all right being single for now, because somewhere out there, there's a one for me. And if there isn't at least a one, there's at least a someone who can keep track of their Debbies.